Matt, once again you found yourself having to make changes to the starting lineup. Three today, injuries and unavailability. A settled side would be nice to have occasionally.
Yeah, if we could get the same team just 2 games in a row at the moment, it'd be music to my ears. But we can't. Tyson's had to go off with family bereavement, which the club send their regards over to them, to Tyson and his family, and the players have sent their respects over. So Tyson's had to go back to Reading. Obviously Jake's couldn't get through his test. He's another hamstring. So yeah, we've had to make changes, but I think they were good changes. Gemmo coming in has been really good today, and Kiz coming back after his hamstring. We had to nurse him through the game, but yeah, I think they both made a good impact.
And Grantham began to look a more settled side tonight. Dunston didn't really, although they had a lot of possession and pressure maybe, but they didn't really trouble Grantham too much. And the new players that you brought in the last couple of weeks certainly looked more settled tonight.
Yeah, obviously Josh coming back from suspension, he's come back into the side today, makes a big difference for our legs in midfield. And Joe Stacey has showed today exactly what we needed from him and what's been missing from our team. When we've got Toots on one side, we needed that on the left-hand side. And Joe showed anyone who watched today how dangerous he is, and for him he just needed an assist or a goal today to cap off probably his best performance for us.
And that goal probably was there for the taking in the first half, and a couple of chances in the second half. The gingerbread certainly could have been well and truly to the good at half time.
Yeah, I truly believe that we should be 2-0 up at half time, but we're not. So we had to make sure the minimum is we keep a clean sheet and we see what we can do in the second half. Second half, they've thrown everything they can at us. I think they've only had really one chance that they should be doing better with. Apart from that, we've limited that when they've had a lot of sustained pressure against us. On the counter, we've hit, I think it was Jono on the edge and another one, and Coxey, and we've had some really good chances in the second half as well. But yeah, I think the first half is where we should be scoring the goals and winning the game. But ultimately, when we've conceded 3 really poor goals on Saturday, the first thing we had to do is make sure we didn't concede again. After that is up to us to score goals and try and win the game.
And that was a very good, solid performance from Grantham at the back. As you say, had to make changes back there. Charlie Jemson coming in, but there was very little given away. Dan Haystead hardly had anything to do behind the back line, and Grantham just began to set things up from a solid back line.
Yeah, well, we know how dangerous they are in possession, so how we set up today, we made it difficult for them to be able to play where they want to. We let the centre halves come up with the ball, and then we be able to look to get on the ball from that. We got a lot of success from it, but ultimately we've had to make the back 3 change again, and then in the game as well, Lewis has come off with a hamstring injury. We've got to assess him now for Saturday, which is just our look at the moment. But with how many changes we've had to make to keep a clean sheet with a back 5 that keeps changing like it is, it's a credit to him.
And against the side that are sitting in the top 5, they're in the playoff positions. Yeah,
they are, and they're a good side. You could see what dangers they've got. They threw everything at it. They tried to put the best player on there at the end of the game. The number 9 was a threat, the 11 was a threat. But ultimately, it shows that we've kept them at bay and really limited them to minimal chances. For us today, it was about us keeping a clean sheet and can we go and score goals. I think we've shown today, yes, we could keep a clean sheet and we were defensively solid, and we should have scored 2 or 3. So I am relatively pleased with the 0-0, but we have to now start winning games of football.
Matt, thank you very much. Well done tonight.
Cheers.